Hello, here is your second tip for detoxification. In the previous video you heard me talk about lemons and what they do for you and for your detoxification process. In this video I want to talk to you about colon cleansing and elimination, because you can't really cleanse your body effectively if your colon isn't working right. You need healthy bowel movements, you need to keep things moving along because your lymphatic system empties into your colon. Your lymph is collecting toxins from your cells throughout your body and emptying into your colon. And your liver also empties with bile into your colon, so whatever the liver is picking up to eliminate is going to be emptied into your colon. If your colon isn't moving as quickly as it should, everything then sits in your digestive system, in your intestines, and gets reabsorbed into your bloodstream. So when you're detoxifying, you need to have proper bowel function, and you need to keep things moving along. So there are a lot of products out there, packages that you can get for colon cleansing, and they work with a variety of herbs, and some work better than others. I only use 3 things, and I'm going to share those with you today. The first one that I use is psyllium husks. These ground psyllium husks, you can see it's like a little powder. There are a couple other brands that you can get as well. The beauty about psyllium is that it absorbs an unbelievable amount of water and it brings that into your colon. It acts like a mop, like a sponge, and moves everything through. Sometimes when people first start taking psyllium, they notice some bloating, and that speaks to the imbalance of flora, the bacteria in your intestines, where you might not be used to this much fiber at once. If your intestines are really healthy and you have lots of friendly, healthy bacteria in there, they thrive with this stuff. But when you start feeling bloated from taking psyllium, it means that you need to do some work in rebuilding your intestinal tract. So if that's the case for you, when you start using psyllium, you can start little by little, do smaller amounts. I do a heaping tablespoon of this in water, and I'll show you how I do that in a minute. The other great thing about psyllium is that it's what we call an adaptogenic herb. It works beautifully for people who are both constipated or who are too loose, because it absorbs so much water that for people who are loose, it actually helps to bind things up and dry things up a little bit in the intestines. And for people who are constipated, it brings all of that water in and helps to move things along. So the next thing that I add is bentonite clay. This is a liquid bentonite. It's a liquid clay. Bentonite actually is clay formed from volcanic ash, the aging of volcanic ash. And what this does for you is that it is it's negatively charged, and so it attaches to positively charged chemicals like pesticides, heavy metals, and other chemicals that might be in your digestive tract, even some bacteria. And so it binds with them and it carries them out of your intestine. So it's an incredible way to help detoxify your colon. So I add a tablespoon of that to my fiber. And then the third ingredient, I have a couple different versions here, are probiotics. One is a women's formulation with 50 billion live cultures, and this other one is kind of a regular adult formulation with 15 billion live cultures. What I particularly like about this one is that it is enteric coated, and what that means is that the little capsule that you take, instead of dissolving in your acidic stomach, actually goes through your stomach into your intestines, and that's where it delivers the live bacteria, which is where you want them. And so the reason why I have 2 is that I normally rotate them because they have different concentrations, different strains of bacteria, so you can check those out as well. And some bacteria are more prevalent in your small intestine. There's a different type of bacteria that really like it in your large intestine. So shifting these around can be helpful. So these are the cornerstones for colon cleansing, and what I share with my groups when we're doing a cleansing program. In the previous video, you saw me squeeze a half lemon into this glass. And so what I do first thing in the morning is I take a tablespoon of the psyllium husks, I put it in there, then shake my bentonite and add a tablespoon of that. And then I fill the glass with water. And I'm going to do this quickly because it absorbs so much water so quickly that it becomes like a gel inside your glass, and so you would be eating your fiber and your clay instead of drinking it quickly. So some of you might not mind that, but I know of many people who have texture issues. And then I take a probiotic with that, and it's just helping to strengthen your intestinal health. When you take probiotics, you strengthen the armies of your healthy bacteria, and those bacteria fight the bad bacteria, the parasites, the yeasts, and so it just helps to promote a more healthier intestinal environment and help you eliminate more of the toxins that you want. So I hope you'll watch my third video that will be coming up soon, and do write me if you have any questions or if you like this video, found it helpful. And if you're in town, you might want to consider joining us at Healthy Living starting August 5th for this detox program. Take care. See you next time.